Christmas Carol is your favorite movie.
You will be visited by 3 ghosts.
What?
I'm sorry.
How can you not love it?
Jacob Marley, or is it Bob Marley?
It's not about that.
Oh, The Ghost of Bob Marley. That's a film I would see.
Well, I thought I had 5 months to pay.
We are going to have to let you go.
This is all you have to do with your life, is to cite me for being 29 inches from the curb instead of 18. That's it. That's all you got.
You know, Michael, you can run from your problems, but when you wake up in the morning, you're going to be hungover and your problems are still going to be there.
Are you talking to me?
Well, of course I am.
Whoa.
I'm going to send some friends to you, and they're experts, and they're going to show you how to use the keys.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
I'm sorry, you must have the wrong house.
I'm here to show you the keys. Make sure you remember how to use them.
Thank you. Just closing the door on the crazy visitor now. You know that's the closet, right?
It's actually a very real structure built over an energy vortex. We entered through a portal because of your subconscious longing to be more than you've been.
That cannot be true.
It is true.
I'm
Come
not
with me.
buying
I'm
that
going
for
to
a
show
second.
You're the angry guy.
Well, at least I have a title.
Tone of voice is everything.
It looks kind of sensitive. Maybe you shouldn't scare it.
The movie ends. What's the first thought you had?
Boy, I got work to do. That's basically it. For me, the movie is about how you let things get in your way, or in this case, giving you the tools to get the things you let in your way out of your way.
Sure.
To progressing through whatever it is that you want to do. It's here to help you try to live a more authentic life.
What was your takeaway? When you're driving home tonight or you're putting your head on the pillow and thinking about what you saw tonight, what's the one thing that really stands out to you that you might want to start applying to your own life?
To my own life, I think definitely for me, starting a gratitude journal. I want to do that. I've been an advocate of some of the positivity practices for a while, but I haven't started a gratitude journal, and that's the first thing on my list. When I get up in the morning, that's what I'm going to be doing.
They say that if you write things down, like if you've got goals or you want to really appreciate something, when you write it down, that has so much more impact than if you don't.
I think it does, and I think it's different when you put pen to paper than it is when you do it on your computer. There's something about the physical action of putting a pen to paper and keeping a journal and writing things that way, and I have found that when I do that, so much comes from that.
Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being outstanding, what would you rate this movie?
I think it's outstanding. I think a 10.
10. I gave it a 12. 2 higher than you. What overall, what was the one message, the one pure message that you got? Because clearly there were a lot of them, but what was the one that you really focused in on?
The one was gratitude. That to me changes your life. It changed my life. I used to get bent out of shape over the smallest things. There were times the sky was falling. I'd be worrying about what if I lost my job? I'll lose my house, whatnot. And you just have to wake up every day and decide, hey, I'm going to be grateful about this, this, and that. And I've pretty much changed my life by doing that. I appreciate my family more. I appreciate my house more, my neighborhood, my friends. It's a lot easier to make friends. It really changes your life.
Barb, usually when we go to the movies, we see movie stars and fantasy. This was a movie basically about us. What was your big takeaway?
That it dealt with real life, real people, real emotions. It was funny, and I just was very moved by all the reminders of the keys, and really the most important thing was, having empathy for a person. We never know what somebody else is going to experience, what their experience, until we've walked in their shoes. So always reaching out and extending that to another person, that kindness, unconditional love.
Your big takeaway, you saw the movie. Were you surprised at the format of the movie, that it was kind of documentary, but then again it kind of wasn't?
No, actually, I was really impressed the way they did the movie, the different steps. I believe this movie is full of wisdom, and I wish the whole world gets to see this movie. I believe this is what people need to see. This is the real thing. It's not what they watch on the news that's important. This is what's important because this is about our lives and how can we make our dream come true. The best, there was a couple of things that I took after when the person was talking about how to treat the wife. I mean, I learned a lot from that, and I also Lisa Ryan, you know, how she says she writes 3, 4, 5 things every morning, how to be grateful. And I believe that just like her, that if you write 3, 4, 5 things in the morning, things that you're grateful, I think it's going to be very hard for you to have a bad day.
Exactly.
That was awesome.
This is the first time I've gone to a movie where I actually felt compelled to take notes.
Yes, yes, I took some notes too.
Very
yes,
good.
I'm gonna be looking.
What was your one big takeaway that you got? I mean, who is the one character that you related to, or what message did you really relate to?
I really related to the one man who actually got shot and actually went through that post-traumatic stress disorder afterwards, and how he said that you really actually have to deal with the emotion, you know, and like embrace that emotion, because so many of us run away from our emotions because we don't want to feel the pain. So to me, that was like the biggest key for this movie, because, you know, I practice empathy and everything else, so I think that was the biggest key for me.
I think the average person will benefit by seeing this movie.
I think that there were so many different kinds of messages in this movie that anybody could find something in it that would resonate with them, that would give them something to think about in their own lives and give them a way to examine their lives and try to live a happier life based on whatever it is that they took away from this show.
The one thing I feel like I got to do starting tomorrow morning is start writing everything down. Did you feel like you have to start doing that?
You know what? I loved the idea of a gratitude journal. I thought that was really great. I never heard that before.
Absolute gratitude. I think that's probably the message I got the most out of it, that more people need to show gratitude on a daily basis, not just under times of duress, but in their everyday to-day life. I think that was a big point of the movie as well.
For whatever it is that makes you happy.
Exactly. Was there one character, though, that you really thought was you when you looked at the screen?
I sympathize a lot with the empathy key just because I'm in finance. I try and put myself in those clients' shoes all the time. I went through my grandfather passing away on Christmas. 2 months later, my mom passed away on Valentine's Day. I got divorced and got fired in 6 months. That empathy and what I went through has portrayed a lot in that movie of every single step and everything that you encounter in your life. You could very easily just go, I'm done. Sure. But empathy, that knowing that people understood what I was going through, and now I can sympathize with those same people that are going through tragedy and income loss and death and despair in their life. That empathy is, I think, the personal key to a lot of people. If they can feel what the other people is feeling, they actually will be more successful, because you're going to treat people the way you want them to treat you.
And with all that you're saying, I think that you could probably say that you've gained a lot of gratitude in all this.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Every minute that I wake up, I thank God for a day that I didn't screw up.